The new Oxford American Dictionary defines music as the art or science of combining vocal or instrumental sounds to produce beauty of form, harmony, and expression of emotion. As a die-hard music fan, this definition leaves me feeling somewhat cold. How can the dictionary reduce something I love so much to a 20-word sentence? My love for music goes back at least to middle school. I started my middle school in 6th grade not knowing a single person. In fact, I think it was not until the second week of school that I mustered up enough courage to even talk to someone. The first time in my life, I felt completely isolated and alone. I noticed some of the stranger-dressed-looking kids at school wearing shirts with band names scrolled across. While I'd heard of some of the bands on their shirts, like the Beatles and Led Zeppelin, I had never taken the time out of my day to give them a listen. When I got home from school one afternoon, I snuck into my dad's CD drawers and feasted my eyes on his wide-ranging collection. Since I'd heard so much about the Beatles, I picked the Beatles CD in his collection with my favorite cover, Rubber Soul, to listen to. I rushed up to my room and put in the CD. I laid back in my bed and let my mind delve into this legendary album. My life would never be the same. After I finished listening to the album, I lay numb. Never in my life had I felt such a connection to one thing before. Every day after that, I went down to my dad's CD collection and did the same thing, each time to new discoveries. Eventually, I began doing research on my own, and began making the trek to the record store to spend every penny I had on my new finds. Soon my tastes moved beyond solely classic rock and into other forms of music such as folk, jazz, and hip-hop. Around this time, I also finally began to make friends. I soon began to not feel as isolated and alone as I had before. Much of my music time was also soon cut down when I joined our school's lacrosse team. At this point, I could safely say that I was happy and now well-adjusted. However, that feeling I got when I turned on my music never went away, and I researched music every spare moment I had. No matter how included I became, I just couldn't escape that warm feeling that turning on music gave to me. There's something about music that just can't escape me, whether it's the music or the lyrics or a combination of both. Nothing can make me genuinely feel emotion like it can. No matter how good or bad mood I'm in, all I have to do is turn on the record player and listen to someone who I feel understands what I'm going through. And for that, I'll always be eternally grateful to music for.
South, Georgia.